What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today we're going to be playing another game of Dread Knights. We're going to be playing the fourth scenario from the main rulebook, What is Unholy? Before we do that, if you'd like to support the channel or help me out, or just because you're bored maybe, consider liking, subscribing, sharing, checking out the links in the description. It all very, very much helps me out to share these wonderful games with more people. That being said, I'm done shilling for myself, so let's go take a look at the board and the scenario for this game of Dread Knights. Welcome, 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 enemies of the dark, to the graveyard of the Church of Old Methuselah, where we have a central mausoleum with a master vampire lurking in the shadows. Surrounding it, we have 4 of his familiars. Now, the vampire master will act normally. The familiars, however, will ignore me. Their goal is to get to that mausoleum and to scribble upon the sides of it with their own blood. Once that has happened 5 times, something probably not so good will happen. It is a full moon for the condition, so Cass, who is a selenophobe, who is selenophobic, will be at -3 to his rolls, and Ellen, who has a fear of the undead, will be -3 to attack the vampires. Not the familiars, but the vampires. That being said, let's get to it. We'll start with Ellen, who is going to move up here and then take a shot there. +3 to the roll. That is a hit with the revolver for a D8 worth of damage. We're going to use a glitch here. We're going to use an omen here to make that max damage, which is enough to kill that familiar. Next, we'll bring up Sam. He will fire on that familiar. That is a hit with his needle. It was a D8 for 1. Can't do anything about it this time. We'll bring Dean up, and he will fire on this Joe Exotic looking familiar. Again, I don't think I've mentioned it yet this game so far, but when you take pretty much any test, your target number is 12, and you're adding or subtracting your stat modifier. So for his shotgun, it's a presence test, so I'm going to roll. I'm going to add 3 to it, which makes a 10, which is not enough to hit. Bobby is going to have a double move, and Cass will double move towards these lootable graves over here. He's really fast. So all of our familiars will take a step to get within 1 inch of the mausoleum and then draw on it in blood instead of coming for me. 3 drawn in bloods. Master Vampire will come out of the shadows and make it to Bobby. Monsters and baddies always go on 12s. They're pretty much always unmodified. That is a miss. I do get to crack back. However, when you crack back, you do it at a penalty of -3. So I'm at a net of -1 to this roll. And I need a 12 or better. A 6 will not hit. That is a whiff. Weather does not change, and so we move to turn 2, where I'm going to crack things off with Ellen. We'll move up her 4, and then take a shot at that familiar. 3 to the roll. I'm going to use my reroll. That'll hit. Because 10 plus 3 is 13, and I need a 12. Damage on the revolver. 6. That's pretty good. That'll take it down to 1 health remaining. Sam is going to have a pretty straightforward activation. Move and then reload. Next, he's going to try to get over his fear of the moon. He's going to try to finish off this familiar. Selenophobic in full effect. He is at straight dice. Straight dice will do it. They don't have any armor. It's only got 1 health. There's no way that I can't kill it, but we're going to roll anyways with his silver cane sword on a D8. 3. That's enough. Dean is going to run to the other side of the mausoleum and unload on that familiar. +3 here. 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to use our omen to automatically pass the test. With a D10 and hope for the best. That is not the best. So 1 more damage. And then Bobby will take a swing at the vampire. +2 to the roll. That'll hit for a D10 on that stone hammer. And it has armor of 2, so no damage to be done. Vampire then gets to crack back and nails me. We're gonna cancel that crit. All is a D8. 4 minus my body armor of 2, so 2 damage. Monster phase, our 2 remaining familiars will right on the walls. Master Vampire will swing. He'll swing at Bobby because Bobby has lower health. He will hit for no damage. Bobby then gets to crack back, and there's no penalty here because I have support from my good friend Sam. 9, 10, 11. Not quite enough. Then from within the mausoleum, we get 2 more master vampires in their bat forms. Ellen is going to move up to that gravestone, try to loot it. It's 3 on a target number 10. We find something. We find 11. There's a pistol ammo there that she cannot pick up. Next up, we'll have Bobby take a swing. That is a miss. Vampire gets to crack back and hits. Oh, that's going to almost certainly take Bobby down. That's going to be 6 damage. He's not down, but he ain't happy. Dean will stay put and reload. Sam will take a swing with the stake that he's got in his pocket. 9, 10 is a miss. He will get hit back for 4 damage. That was a mistake. So we'll move back and try his best to loot this. Really big roll. That is not going to do it. Then for some probable butchery. So familiars will continue to draw. Not that it matters at this point. First vampire will swing at Sam, I guess, because Sam has the lower health. He misses. Sam gets to strike back. He hits for a D4. 2 damage, which it has armor 2, but the stake is cruel, so it will always deal at least 1 damage. Second vampire will come out, swing at Sam, hit Sam for 1 damage total. I do suffer the penalty here because I don't have another friendly touching that vampire. And I will miss. Vampire will come out on Bobby and hit him. Ooh, mercy. For no damage because he has armor 2. Let's go. Bobby gets to swing back and hits because he's a total of -1 here, so that's a 13. All right, Bobby. For 6 to 4 damage. Start off turn 4 with Cass, who's going to rush this vampire on the left. Make the swing. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is a crit. That is maximum damage with his cane, which is a D8. Because it got critted on, it has to take a morale test, but it has a morale of 11, so it's only going to run if I roll boxcars. Not boxcars. Fire then gets a return swing, which it misses. Whoo, lucky me. Ellen is going to move 4 and then take a shot at that. Shot fired. Hits for a D8. 4 damage, so 4 damage. Sam is going to try to step away. We'll try to stop him by testing agility, DR12, and it stops him. I can use my second action also as a move, so we'll try to step away again. We step away that time. Dean will then try to take a shot at this vampire on the right, as it is not currently engaged. 9, 10, 11, 12 with presence 3 will hit. For a D10 on the shotgun. Oh, it's so good. 8 damage. Bobby is going to try to take a swing on this vampire on the right. Let's go. So that's going to be max damage. Now, the vampires are hard to kill. So when you do enough damage to kill them, they just go down. And then during the next monster phase, they can stand up with 1 HP. Kill them, I would need to put a stake in its heart right now. And I'm not able to do that at the moment. And proceed to the baddie phase, where the familiars will continue to draw. And we'll start with the vampire that's already touching Bobby, who will hit and take Bobby out. Now, normally, I would have to roll to see if I become a vampire there, but Bobby has garlic, so that repels that infection. And then I'm going to use my Omen to remove that down model from play. He will automatically pass his death save. Now, to my understanding, that crackback is simultaneous. So even though I'm getting taken out, I can potentially whack him on my way down. -12 -3 +2 is not enough. Our second one will then move to Dean and attack. He will miss, thank goodness. I get to try to crack back on him, which I do. It's just a D4 with his makeshift weapon. But still 2 damage. I'll take that. That fellow stands up. The weather does change, and we get a roll of 7, which is a clear sky, so the full moon effect goes away. And Cass is free to be his normal bad self. We'll start with Cass, because this turn kind of hinges on him a little bit. That's not what we needed. It gets to strike back at me. It misses. Dean is going to try to step back. He does not. He will try again. He does not. Sam will take a shot at the unengaged vampire. That is a hit. At a D8. 3 damage. Ellen will stay put and shoot at this familiar again. 9, 10, 11, 12 will hit. Ellen's launching a D8 at the face. 1 damage. So we proceed to the baddie phase, where the familiars will draw, and we'll start with this master here. Swing. Misses. I get to swing back at -3. 12. Strength for the makeshift. That will hit. That keeps me at an even 12. -3 +3. Let's go. Paltry little D4. No damage. One that's touching Cass next. The one on the left will miss. Cass gets to strike back. Will also miss. And then this fellow will move to Cass, I think, because I think Cass is closer to him. Around to there. It's a swing. He hits. He does 1 damage. No, he does full damage because Cass can't have armor. Okay, so 2 damage. Swing back and hits a lot for D8 for 3 damage. New turn, we will start again with Cass, who will swing at the vampire with 1 HP. Gotta bite him. No, I'm not. I'm gonna swing my sword. That's so good. I wish I'd swung at the other one first, or at the other one instead, but whatever. Good hit. So that's gonna be max damage. That's gonna lay him back down. Would he run? He would not. They're gonna have Sam move up and try to stake that vampire right there. I just need to hit. Oh, thank you. We hit. So that one vampire master is dead. However, I do have to take a morale test because I struck a downed model. As a presence test. Ooh, which I am not going to pass. Please back to there. Next will be Dean, who will try to step away. Always try to hold you in combat. He holds me. I will try to step away again. He does not hold me. Falling back to watch his brother's back. And we'll move up a little bit and take a shot at that familiar. Fumble. No bad stuff on a fumble there that I can find. We then go to baddies. We'll start with this vampire who's already engaged with Cass. Misses. Oh, Cass will strike back. Straight dice here. Fails. And on that fumble, I will drop my weapon. This one will then want to move towards Cass. Let's see if he can get there. 6, yeah, he can get there. Where he will then try to attack Cass with his sharp talons. He will hit. Ooh, for a lot. That is enough to knock Cass down. Okay. Turn 7. Going into 7, we do roll up a new condition, which is haunting, which is fitting considering where we are. So this little ghosty friend has appeared on that back northern table edge. We'll start with Sam, see if he can get himself together or not. He cannot, so he will flee the board. And honestly here, I think I'm just going to have Dean and Ellen also both flee the board at this point. Overall, not an entirely successful mission. Let's go to post-game and see what happens. So Bobby auto-passed his roll. Cass passed his roll, got the injury dropsy, so he'll start the next scenario dazed. He is a daywalker, so he's immune to the vampiric affection, so no worry there. And Bobby had the garlic, so no worries there. I net a total of 8 XP and 20 shillings. With that 8 XP, it put me to a total of 12, so I'm going to spend 10 there. I'm going to spend 5 to give Bobby +1 strength, and 5 more to also give Ellen +1 strength, to give her a little bit more carry capacity. With that 54 shillings, I'm going to purchase a revolver for Sam, and I'm going to purchase ammo for everybody to the tune of 3 more shillings. And that, my friends, is going to do it for today. I made a little bit of progress, but overall we're going to call that a failure because that vampire nest is still very, very much intact. I may revisit at some point to see if I can take down the nest. But for today, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out while I played some Dread Knights. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.